Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate it. What's up, everybody? What's up to my three amigos? What is this? I'm about to say happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Hopefully everybody out here good. No doubt, no doubt. Hey, so you all want to hear a funny story? Well, I think it's funny anyway while we waiting on people. So, I was walking down the street and what's up, Ray Ray? What up, brother man? Long time no see, man. Red dreads don't care. Yeah, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all. Hopefully you all said a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Did your 1, 2. When your birthday? Hey, Ray Ray, when your birthday? When your birthday, man? Mine coming up on the 21st. We might have the same birthday. Or it might be around the same. Yeah, man. Hopefully you all had a good Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You all been moving and grooving. October. You got a while for your birthday, man. Talk about October. I think you talking about in a week or two. Alright, let me tell y'all a funny story, man, before we get into this live. Hey, so I'm walking down the street, right? And as I'm walking down the street, this car is just racing down the street. And the car is racing down the street, and this dog is running across the street at the same time, right? So the car almost hits the dog. But I'm assuming like probably the person was on their phone and not paying attention to the dog in the middle of the street. So the person notices the dog, and he is trying to get the dog to move. But the dog realized that it almost got hit by a car, so the dog get the barking. It's like mad as hell, like barking at the car. So the lady or the dude puts the car reverse and tries to drive around the dog. Tell me why the dog went over to the driver's side of the car, blocked the car, went over to the driver's side of the car where the wheel was, and got the barking at the driver. Mad as hell. I mean, that dog was mad as hell. And listen, I don't speak dog, but if I did, I can only imagine that dog was like, watch where the hell you going. You almost hit me. Are you just crazy? And then like the lady trying to get out the dog way, but the dog kept blocking the car like, yes, I'm blocking you, and you almost hit me, and watch where the F you going. So finally the dog gets tired of barking, and the car just drive off. But man, that was the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Like, I never thought that a dog would have that much intelligence to realize that there was somebody behind the wheel driving that car. But I'm telling you, man, that dog looked directly up at that window on the driver's side and got the cursing that damn drive out, man. Funniest thing I seen in a while, bro. Like, I don't laugh. Like, stuff like that really don't make me laugh, but that dog was pissed. I mean, watch where you, man, for real, watch where you going. You almost hit me. I could have died. Funniest thing I seen in a while, bro. For real. But how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing up in here today? It's Sunday, and I do want to talk about something. It might be a little deep, but you know what I'm saying? We got time. Well, I got y'all ears, I should say. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, man. Keep doing good, man. I ain't seen you on IG in a minute, though. What's up, young lady? I appreciate the wave. I appreciate it. Yes, I did. I made some lasagna today. I baked it, and then I'm about to slice it up and put the rest in the freezer. I made a big pan of lasagna, and then tonight I'm gonna make a shepherd's pie in a couple hours. So I did a little meal prepping. Excuse me, you all. I know I was supposed to drop some videos today. Hey, wherever you at, I'll make you a plate. One thing I will say, The lasagna sauce is excellent. It's seasoned. It's seasoned right. The the ricotta cheese is seasoned right. The turkey meat seasoned right. I got the garlic is seasoned perfectly. One thing I have to work on is my noodles because I overcooked my lasagna noodles and they kept breaking apart. So the next time I make lasagna noodles, I gotta follow the instructions and cook them for 12 minutes straight. But you know you gotta boil it in like a tall pot, and it don't seem like the water is boiling, but the water do be boiling. So I gotta make sure I don't overcook the noodles. So I didn't do my dust diligence with the noodles. So like, but other than that, I will give the lasagna. I'll give it a B minus. You know what I'm saying? If the noodles was on point, I'll give it an A plus. You can bring me a plate. To me, I'm in Michigan. If I was close, if I was anywhere close, I'd drive and bring you a plate. Because I am proud of that lasagna. Because it tastes like actual lasagna. The last lasagna I cooked wasn't so good. But this one, it was really good. You know, it was really, really good. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna try my luck with this shepherd's pie in a little bit. See how it turn out. You get what I'm saying? But listen, y'all. I apologize for not uploading videos. I thought I was going to have the weekend to upload videos, but I've been at the T-Mobile store for 2 days trying to get my phone service set up. What happened to your IG? Your IG got suspended. Man, bruh. You got to follow the rules, brother. You got to follow the rules and the guidelines. So listen, I do want to talk about something. And it might be a little bit too deep for somebody. It might be, you know what I'm saying, not deep. Chris Goofy Barnes, what up, boy? Dang, why I gotta be a boy? Francisco. What's up with y'all Franciscos, bro? You the second Francisco that Francisco screwed me over at the T-Mobile store. And then I got this other Francisco calling me a goofy boy. I mean, it's one thing to call me a goofy, then it's another thing to call me a boy, but I gotta be a goofy boy? Boy, I'm probably old enough to be your daddy, boy. Talking about a goofy boy. Better watch your mouth, Francisco. Cause I'm already had it up to here with you damn Franciscos. Francisco wasted 2 weeks of my time at a damn T-Mobile store. Couldn't have my mind all cloudy. Couldn't even upload no content. What's the matter with you, man? Talking about what's up, goofy boy. Well, I gotta be all that. Look, man. Let me talk. Let me come on here. I didn't come on here with any direction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna shave this beard. I thought I was gonna have time to shave it this week, but I've been at that damn T-Mobile store. For real. I thought I was gonna have time to shave and groom. But I spent my entire weekend at a T-Mobile store. It made me want to cry, but I didn't cry, bro. I did not cry, bro. But I will say this. I met a young lady at the T-Mobile store, and I got her number, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to call and, you know what I'm saying, take out to eat or something. Chris, he say, I'm the coolest Francisco. LOL, peace, Chris. Is this another Francisco? This the third Francisco? You know what I met so far, you know, you seem like a cool Francisco. Francisco at the T-Mobile store was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just overpromised and underdelivered. You know what I'm saying? He ain't mean no harm. He was just trying to sell a phone. This other Francisco 18X1R, bro, I don't know what he got going on. Man. Well, look, man, I appreciate y'all liking this live stream. Listen, I want to talk to y'all, man. It's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? This might be a little different, 1-2, but I want to talk about this, man. So, I was at the T-Mobile store, like I told y'all, and I met a pretty brown lady, man. She was cool, and she was talking to me about Job, and you know what I'm saying. She was saying how she felt like her life is like Job, like everything going wrong, and you know women always like to talk about their problems and. Oh, my life going wrong, my life this, my life that. And it's crazy because I was actually watching a YouTube channel and they were talking about Job, bro. And they was talking about how, like, the devil in the Holy Bible is not the same as, like, the original devil in the Hebrew text. You know what I'm saying? Like the devil in our holy Bible, they make it seem like he like some type of bad person that's, you know, gonna send everybody to hell, and he making everybody sin, and he making everybody doing all this bad stuff. But they saying according to the Hebrew text, the devil the person that we call the devil is like a tester. You know what I'm saying? Like he's put in place to put obstacles in front of you to see how bad you really want something. Hey, wait, hold on, bro. You know, listen, I'm not saying that's my lady, bro. Like for real, like I ain't gonna go all that far, but I will say, like, you know, we had a pleasant conversation. We had a connection. You know, I don't be asking women for their numbers, but you know what I'm saying. We had a good convo, and so I got her number, and I thought I was gonna take out to grab something to eat. I wanted to take out yesterday to get something to eat because we was having such a good conversation. Ray, you know this because you a player. But you know, you ever had you ever just met a woman, and this is the first time I actually met a woman like this. I met a woman, and the conversation was going so good, I didn't want it to end, and I was like, hey, you hungry? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, well, let's go get something to eat. But at Francisco at the damn T-Mobile store, you all had me at the T-Mobile store for too long. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have to plan this a little, you know what I'm saying, a little bit later. Take her to Burger King, see what she say. No, you want to know something wild, bro? So listen, I don't eat Burger King, right? But if I did, I would have took her to Burger King. You know what I'm saying? Because she seemed like the type that wasn't fancy and bougie or nothing like that. I told her let's go get some tacos, bro. You know, cause tacos like $4-5 out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's a $20 meal. She was cool with that, which I liked. You get what I'm saying? Like I did that on purpose. I'm like, hey, let's go up the street and get some tacos. Because it wasn't about the food, it was about the conversation. She was like, yeah, I'm with that. Let's do it. But man, you know Francisco, man, he kind of messed up my game. And then look, bro, I'ma say this. You say that's the one you want then. That's what I'm saying. Like she was cool, she was humble, and she was, you know what I'm saying, she was pretty. She wasn't like no IG model pretty, but at the end of the day, y'all, I don't need all that. Like she was smart. We had a lot in common, and she was easy to talk to. You get what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. One thing I do want to say, though, is like this is what I've noticed about men. And see, like, you know, I assume that only women do this. But men are some of the biggest cock blocks on the planet, bro. The dude was in there trying to get my phone fixed. I wasn't over his shoulder yelling at him, screaming at him, telling him to hurry up and doing none of that. As soon as I found something to preoccupy my time while he was doing that, he kept interrupting me. I like just straight baller blocking, bro. Yeah, sir, I can't help you with this. I'm like, bro, don't you see I'm in the middle of trying to see what's going on with this? Like, you really kind of hating right now. Bro, the biggest cock block, bro. I'm sitting there trying to figure out what's going on with this young lady, and as soon as I'm getting comfortable, he trying to stop it. He trying to block it until you make her mad and she throws some hot grits on you. I ain't got that far yet. But it's like, come on, bro. Like, I've been in this damn team. I was literally at that T-Mobile store for like 3 hours, bro. So the 2 hour 45 mark, a pretty young lady finally come in. I'm sparking up a conversation, and he trying to rush me. I'm like, why you trying to rush me? I should have been. Never once did I try to rush that man, bro. Not once. But as soon as he seen me trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to do my 1-2, he get the hating, bro. Get the cock blocking. Dudes are some of the biggest cock blocks, dude. And I'm telling y'all, one thing I pride myself on, I ain't never been no hater, bro. I ain't never seen no dude trying to talk to no girl and all interrupting them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to block my shot. I'm like, you know what? You a hating ass nigga who couldn't even get my phone fixed. That's what I wanted to say. Like, yo, hating ass. You a hating ass nigga who couldn't even get my phone fixed. Dudes be hating. They be doing too much hating, bruh. Like, but when I was sitting in that corner, miserable, sweating my ass off with a headache, he ain't had nothing to say. Nothing to say at all, bro. Soon as I found, yeah, there's some sucker shit, bro. Some sucker shit. Some sucker ass shit. As soon as I found a little bit of happiness within this miserable ass T-Mobile experience, because you at work, and I'm like, I feel like I'm at work because I'm in that damn T. You get to hating, bro. I respect it, bro. I did not respect that at all, man. Like that shit was like, damn, dude. Like, and it made me realize like dudes are the biggest haters, bro. Oh, I'm telling y'all, they say women haters, but dudes are worse. Dudes are worse because dudes should know better than that. That's never happened to me, but if it is, I still walk away. Now he ain't look. I still got the number, and truth be told, like he could have fixed the phone where I could have went and took the lady to get some damn tacos to just keep the conversation going, but he just got the hating. So how did it end? How did it end? I got the young lady number. I told her I'll call her, and I told her we'll reschedule it because she was like, oh, I don't want to go out. I'm a mess. I'm like, well, I ain't even shaved. It ain't even about that. I told her like it ain't about how you look right now. I just enjoyed the conversation, which I did because we had a lot in common, and it's very hard. Seriously, you all, it's very hard for me to be like, I'm really good at judging people, right? So it's, you know what I'm saying, like she was a very kind-hearted person, and like it was super, like I really enjoyed talking to her, and I typically don't enjoy talking to women unless I'm trying to fuck. This one though, I really did enjoy the conversation. You get what I'm saying? So like I respected her for that. But what I didn't respect is the goofy who was cock blocking it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like, man, stop cock blocking it. She had nice, pretty brown skin. You know what I'm saying? She was a decent shape. I couldn't tell her figure because like she wasn't wearing no slutty clothes, but it was cool because she had a pretty face and she had a pretty smile and she was down to earth. You get what I'm saying? So I respected that. But you know, she was talking about like Job, because apparently she was dealing with the same stuff I was dealing with these damn phones. So she was talking about Job, and it was so ironic because I was literally just watching the video about Job, and in the Hebrew text of Job, the devil is not some like evil entity who trying to make everybody go to hell. In the Hebrew, according to this video, in the Hebrew text of the Bible, the devil is more so like a tester to see if you're ready to go to the next level. And it made a lot of sense because of all the tests that the devil had put Job through. It's kind of crazy. Like the devil killed his kids, took all his money, took all his land, took his health, like took everything. But eventually he wound up getting it all back, right? So I was watching that video, and then I was watching it made me think about the other video that I was watching about the book of Enoch, right? And the book of Enoch talks about, all right, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. First and foremost, you know, they have this thing, right, where they say like God and the devil. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about God and we always talk about the devil. If you like super religious in your beliefs, whether it's like Christian, Buddhist, Catholic, Muslim, this might not be the live for you, because I'm literally just like, I'm using common sense when it comes to this. So if you can't think with your own mind, then this might not be the live for you, because I want everybody to think with their own mind. So I was really thinking about something, right? You know, they say God is all powerful. God is the God of God, the King of Kings. He created the world. He created everything in it. He makes things move. This is what they told us. This is what they told us about God, right? Put a one in the chat if you heard this concerning God. That God is all powerful, all knowing. He created the heavens. He created the earth. He created the angels. He created the animals. Like this is what they told us about God. He created time. He is the creator of everything. This is, I don't know, maybe they didn't tell y'all that in Sunday school, but this is what they told me. They made it seem like God was just like, you know, the God in these Bibles, that he's the most powerful person or the most powerful thing ever. Y'all ever heard of that? Alright, okay, so listen. I was listening to the book of Enoch, right? Because I've read the book of Enoch like twice. And God is everything. They say God is everything. I'm glad you said that. So in this book of Enoch, right, they have something called it was these angels who apparently they broke away from heaven. They came on earth, and then they went on this mountain called Mount Hermon. And on this mountain, it's called Mount Hermon, they made a pact with one another. And the pact was to give humans knowledge. All right. Now they all made this pact. It was this one angel. I think his angel name was like Ezel. Ezel. It was some angel, bro. He made all these other angels make this pact because, he wanted to give humans all this knowledge and all this understanding. So they went on Mount Hermon. They made this pact. Then they came down from the mountain, and each angel taught a human being different things. One angel taught humans how to speak, because before that we used to speak telepathically, so we didn't have language. We used to just read each other's minds, right? So one angel taught humans how to speak. Another angel taught humans astrology, about the stars and the solar system and all that. Another angel taught humans how to wear makeup. Another angel taught humans about weaponry. And they taught humans all of this stuff. And when they taught human beings this, according to the Bible, they corrupted the human beings. But they didn't stop with that, right? Eventually, these angels saw women. They seen the women on earth. And then they slept with the women on earth. And then once they slept with the women on earth, the women gave birth to giants, right? So these giants, they were like 350 feet tall. I don't think it was Ezekiel, cause yeah. That's who it was. It was Ezekiel. It was Ezekiel. I know which one. That's the angel. That's the angel. He was the head of the angel who made these people sign a pact on Mount Hermon. So that was the angel. So they went into these women, and then these women had gave birth to giants. And these giants, one scripture say these giants were 350 feet tall. Another scripture said that these giants were 35,000 feet tall. So I don't know if they were 350 feet, or excuse me, I don't know if they were 350 feet or 3,050 feet, but these giants were huge. Now, these giants had a huge appetite. So the giants, Stacy Galore, the giants born from the union of the fallen angels and the human women are known primarily as Nephilim. Hey, thank you for that $5 super chat, Stacy. Check this out. According to that book, the Nephilim are the children of the original giants. So you got the original giants, then you have the Nephilim, and then apparently you got like the Anunnaki. So like I know what you. So the Nephilim were the second generation of giants, according to Enoch. You get what I'm saying? So the Nephilim were tall, but their fathers were taller. And if I'm not mistaken, the Nephilim were, I think in Greek, they translated them to the Titans. And you have the class of the Titans. So check this out. So these giants that were 350 feet to 3,500 feet tall, they started to eat up all the plants, the vegetables, and the trees. And then they decimated the entire earth, or one side of the earth, right? Where they ate up everything. So when they got done eating all the trees, they start eating up all the animals, like the cattle, the lamb, the chickens, the this. They start eating all their ass up. And eventually they ate up everything, right? They ate up everything. I'll say 20 feet or so, because they never found bones 300 feet tall. Well, just according to the scriptures. According to the scriptures. So once they got done with the cattle, they were hungry, so they started eating human beings. They started drinking the blood of human beings and just eating a bunch of human beings. And keep in mind, you all, back then human beings were a lot taller than we are now. You know what I'm saying? So they start eating up all the humans. Now, this is what caught my attention. The angels from above. They say the angels from above heard the cries of men. I guess, the the children of the giants, or the giants, were eating so many humans that the screams from the humans were disturbing the heavens. So God sent the angels down to see what was going on with this. And they went and they reported back up to God like, okay, this is what's going on. The fallen angels had sex with the women. The women gave birth to giants. The giants ate all the trees. They ate all the cattle, and now they're eating up the human beings. Now check this out. According to scripture, the scripture says that God turned the giants against one another so they can fight one another and kill off one another. But this is why God did it. God did it to preserve the earth. Like, it had nothing to do with preserving like us. You get what I'm saying? Like, God noticed that they were destroying the earth. And I get that we're a part of the earth, but in scripture, he didn't like the fact that they were destroying the earth. So he had the giants, fight and kill each other off. And the rest of the giants died in the flood. Now, this is the part that got me, because all this is going to make sense. Once the giants died, their spirits still roamed the earth. And, because the giants used to be the watchers. Like, they used to watch over human beings type deal. So God imprisoned the angels who slept with the women. So he put all of the angels who slept with the women and taught all the human beings all this stuff. He put them underneath the earth, and he put like so many rocks underneath them. So until it was time for them to get their judgment. So right now they're in prison right now underneath the earth. So he put the angels in prison underneath the earth. And then after he put the angels in prison underneath the earth, he had the giants kill one another, and then the floods destroyed the rest of the giants to preserve the earth, right? But this is the part that got me. The spirits of the giants still roam the earth, the spirits. And the job of the giant spirits is to oppress human beings. So like they no longer physically eating us alive, but their job is to oppress humans. And I got to thinking like, look, y'all, I'm thinking this because they say like we're children of God, right? I just want everybody to use their head. So God is all powerful and we're the children of God. Why is it that when God destroyed the giants, he still allowed their spirits to roam the earth and to oppress human beings? Just something to think about. Like, I've really been thinking about this. Just follow me. This is what I do understand, because I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of like an all-powerful creature. It's like, okay, the giants didn't choose to be born, right? They didn't choose to be born, but he destroyed the body, but he kept their spirit, he kept their souls. But it's like, if I'm God, if I'm all powerful, why would I destroy the physical body and then still allow their spirits to roam the earth and mess with people? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I allow the giant spirits to rest? Or why wouldn't I allow the giant spirits to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying, we're going to recycle their spirits and maybe put their spirits in a regular body so they can have a regular chance at life. Because I understand they ain't choose the fact that they were born. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, you know what I'm saying, some angels fuck some women and then they were born, so they ain't choose this life. But God of the Bible let them stay on earth to literally oppress human beings. And I got to thinking, if God really loves his children, because they say we children of God, why would he have spirits on earth to oppress us? Because I'm telling you, like, this is why this resonated with me a lot. Because I don't know if you all had this May, and you know what, Stacy? It's funny you say that because I was thinking about like a lion and a zebra. And like a lion devours a zebra because the lion is hungry, right? But the zebra don't realize that the zebra hate the lion because the lion is trying to kill a zebra. You know what I'm saying? So like I can understand that from that perspective. But listen, the giant spirit would be considered the lion in the story, and we would be considered the zebra. So by us being a zebra, I'm trying to understand why in the hell did God allow the spirit of the lion to continue to oppress the damn zebra? Because I'm telling you, like, I always felt something was going on in the world, but it wasn't until I actually sat back and listened to that book that I'm like, you know what? I've always felt like it was some sort of invisible presence circulating my life that every time that I try to get ahead, and I know I'm not the only person to feel like this, to make us believe in him, it would just be like trials and tribulations. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. That's a good point. That's a good point. If I had a child, like I can only speak from a logical point of view. If I had a child, right? Because I know everybody. I'm not the only person that go through this. I know I'm not the only person to be like, man, every time I get ahead or every time I take one step forward, I get knocked back 3 steps. I've always felt like that. Like, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Like I was 1 month away from paying off my car note, so I'll never have another car note again. And as soon as I only owed them people $300, and I'm like, man, I'm finally done with this car payment. I can move on and do other things in my life. I kid you not, the following week, it might even have been the next day, somebody rear-ended me on the freeway and my car got totaled. And I had no choice but to buy another car, and now I got another freaking car note. And that's the last thing I wanted. It's just little stuff like that. It's like, why is it that every time we get ahead or we finally overcome one hurdle, it's always something that happens that knock us back down? And I know I'm not the only person that goes through this. So like, I know I'm not like a victim. I know everybody go through this. It's always, don't y'all always feel like it's always some shit? But why keep, that's what I'm saying. Like, if God, this is the God of the Bible. They say he's the God of everything, right? If God loves his children, why would he put spirits on earth to oppress his children? Because I don't know, like, I don't have children, but the last thing I'd do if I had a child was to oppress my child. Like, I'm thinking from a logical point of view. Like, I understand testing your child to make sure that your child is strong, but what I will never oppress my child. So like, why would he leave that if he is all demon murdered? I know, like, bro, it's so much, like, and I don't like saying this because I don't even like complaining. Like, you know what I'm saying? This weekend, I'm like, okay, it's the first of the month. I'm about to lock in on YouTube. Like, my goal was to make 6 videos a day. So I wanted to make 12 videos this week. 6 videos on this channel and then 6 videos on my other channel, because I have a following on social media. Whereas if I really sit down and focus, I don't have to work a job. So I'm like, I'm about to really lock in. Bruh, I was at the T-Mobile store all weekend where I literally could not freaking make videos. Like, and it was nothing I could do about it because I need the phone to make videos, right? And it's always something. And it's not, I'm telling you, it's not just my life. I know this happens to everybody. Like, it say, Chris, I swear that happened to me. It's weird. I know it. Listen, I know it's happening to you all because these invisible ass spirits. And I know I might sound crazy as fuck when I say this, but according to the book of Enoch, the spirit of the giants were left on earth by the entity that we call God to oppress us. Why? Like, what's the point of oppressing us? The fuck did we do? And I'm just being real. That's my Say my car went bad on me the last 3 weeks nonstop, bruh. Why? This is what I just want to know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the logical reason besides the fact that the entity that wants us to? Because here's the thing. I believe that there is a one true creator, and I do believe that there's a true God that loves us. But that whatever going on in the Bible, I don't know if that's the real God. Or like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I don't think I'm smart enough to even comprehend a God. I don't think I'm smart enough. I don't even think my brain can like comprehend that far. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. So I'm not gonna sit there and act like I know what's going on. But one thing I do know is this: if I had a child, the last thing I would try to do is oppress that child. Like, I would try to set my child up in the best possible way so he can live the best possible life that he can. I just had to pay my cell phone bill. Now I got an internet. Like, for real. I'm telling you, one thing I learned is everybody got the story. Everything ain't just gonna be sweet, is what the Lord said. Listen, I get that. I understand in life there's dualities. In life you got good and in life you got bad. I perfectly understand that. And I don't want you all to, this is not a live of me complaining about life. So I don't want you all to think that I'm complaining about life. I'm just strictly asking a question. If God was all powerful, like he said he is, when I'm not saying he not, why would he sit there and allow the spirit of the giants to still roam the earth and oppress us? Like, why do we got to be oppressed? And there's legions of them, you all. Like, there's a lot of them. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know. And their main job is to, their spirits are here to oppress us. And I know everybody feel it. It's the Matrix. Every time you take a step forward, you get kicked 3 steps back. And you got to keep clawing to get back to where you came from. You get a little bit further and then you get knocked back. And it's like a freaking game. It's like a freaking joke. Like, at this point, I laugh at it. Like, I know it's funny, but I don't even get mad at it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I laugh at the situation. Because if you talk about, like, at first I used to be like, why me? I can't believe this is happening to me. I used to really feel that way. But now I understand that it just don't happen to me. It's life. It happened to everybody. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would this guy do this? And then I really got to thinking about it. Maybe, just maybe, when the angels came down here and they gave us all of this knowledge, maybe they had tainted the creation of God. And maybe God don't want us to ascend to a certain level with the mindset that we have on this earth. But then I got to thinking this: if God is all knowing, because I read this in the Zechariah Stitching book, and it made a lot of sense. Now, the angels, according to the Zechariah Stitching book, the angels knew that they were committing a grave sin against God, right? But the angels said this. They say, well, we creating a grave sin, but God is all knowing and God is all powerful, and God know that we're going to do this anyway. So we're doing the will of God. So, like, if God knew this was going to happen, you all, if God knew that these angels were going to congregate on Mount Hermon to pollute the minds of men, if he's all knowing, then he knew it was going to happen anyway. So, like, it's his will. I be thinking, like, I really sit back and think about this. It's like the giants are laughing at us. Yeah. It's like the giants is sitting back and they laughing at us. Like, look at these dumbasses trying to do this. Let me knock them back. It's like they get a kick out of it. But then again, like, from a logical point of view, I can't be mad at the giants because the giants didn't choose to be born. The angels started sleeping with the women, and the women begat the giants, and the giants just Plymouth Rock landed on the giants too. So it's like in a weird way, the giants were oppressed, just like we being oppressed. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with all this damn oppression. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for real. Like, where did this come from? Like, is life suffering? Like, is life suffering, and are we living in hell and don't know? Because I know it don't matter if you rich. Like, you can have $1 billion. It's still something in your life that's gonna be like, man, every time I try to do this, let's just say you had all the money in the world, you would probably have like trouble with your family or something, or you know what I'm saying, you might have some health trouble. It's always something. And I'm trying to figure out, why does it always have to be something when it's a beautiful world out here? Like, because if you really look at the aesthetics of the world, like, the sun is beautiful, the stars is beautiful, the sky is beautiful, the beaches are beautiful, women are beautiful, like, food is good. So, like, it don't necessarily have to be like this, one would think, because the creation of God is so beautiful. But why is it that, like, we surrounded by all this beauty, but in a weird way it seems like we can't enjoy it? I don't know, just food for thought. This is something I've been thinking about, you all. I was thinking about it for the past couple of days. I've been thinking about this for years. It's happening to everyone, Chris. Even if it's happening to exactly, it's happening to everybody. God, you say sometimes God writes straightforward and twisted lines. See, I don't get what you saying, Stacey. Sometimes God writes straightforward and twisted lines. I don't think none of us understand whatever we worship. After a while, even I laugh at the oppression because it's nonstop. Right. I've been listening, and I'm not playing victim, so don't take this as I've been oppressed so much by these invisible ass spirits that at this point I just laugh. Like, at this point I just freaking laugh at it. Like, I can tell you all so much, and I know you will believe it because the same stuff happens to you. I just laugh at it. Like, I can't do nothing but laugh. And I think the more, like, the older I get, I think the more that I don't react to it, and the more that I, like, in my heart, accept it and don't get upset and don't lash out, I think these invisible spirits get upset and they try to throw more at you because I literally think that they feed off of our negative feelings or feed off of our negative energy. And I think when you laugh at it, it's like a smack in their face. Like, are you gonna laugh? I'm trying to make your life hard and you gonna laugh at this? I just laugh at it. I can't even be mad no more. Like, for real. I just be like, up. Like, I like it be like little small stuff too, believe it or not. Like, I know you all know what I'm talking about. Like, I'll give you an example. I got this scooter because, like, my car's in the shop. That's another story. That's another freaking story. My car's in the shop. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out Friday. But that's another story. So right now my car's in the shop, so I got to use this scooter to get back and forth to work, right? So I charge this scooter, and this scooter is up against my wall. It never moves. Last night, you all, I woke up because I had to go to the bathroom, and then after I went to the bathroom, I wanted to go to the refrigerator and get something to drink. Tell me why, as I was walking towards the refrigerator, the freaking scooter just fell on its side and it hit me right in the shin. Like, I had just woke up, and in the back of my mind, I just laughed because I'm like, this scooter don't move an inch. Like, all throughout the day, I can walk past the scooter. I can, like, do backflips over the scooter. The scooter never moves. This particular instance, like, this is the last thing I would thought that would happen to me in the middle of the night. Bang! Hit my shin right on the scooter, bro. Right on the scooter, bro. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't expect anything different. I'm like, I wouldn't expect anything freaking different. That's what I'm saying. Why create anything to oppress us is the question. That's the $1 million question. I just want to know, why create something to torture it? Like, for real. Think about it. If you're God, how you say you God, if you all powerful, how you say you all powerful in that Bible, then why do you have to create something to torture it? Like, how come you can't create nothing and just let it chill? I'm just some stuff I'll be thinking about. And I'm telling you, I know Elon Musk, bruh. I know Elon Musk is somewhat being oppressed. And even the Jews, like, people really don't like the Jews. I wholeheartedly believe that, like, because the Jews are at the top of the food chain when it comes to, like, the human beings. I really do believe that the Jews got direct contact with either these oppressive spirits or them damn reptilians. I think they get their orders from them, and I think they are being oppressed by them too, by demons. Hey, Stacy, thanks for the membership. I appreciate that, Queen. Thank you for that membership. That's love, for real. Salute to you. But and that's why I'm just gonna go. I just wanted to go on live today because at the end of the day, I know, listen, y'all, I know us going on live, it helps us with the community. And, me going on live, it brighten up my day, and I know it brighten up y'all day, too. So, I think this would be, I don't know, it's just good therapy, you know what I'm saying, for everybody. Because I just think this is good to talk about. I just charged my electric scooter yesterday, after I unplugged it, and it got 80% that fast. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something about my electric scooter, right? So it's funny. It's funny how life works. So I take a train and then I scoot to the train to my truck terminal. And it's so funny because the guys at the job, they're laughing at my pain right now. And I'm like, this is so messed up. Like, I'm riding on the scooter and y'all laughing at this. They can't help but to laugh at it. It's a very egotistical thing for God to do. I'm gonna hold that thought. Every time I literally because the job I got fired from is right next to the job that I got hired on, right? So every time I scoot past the job that I got fired from, my scooter stops working. For real. Right. The scooter stopped working, and everybody, the old bosses and my old coworkers, they just looking at me scooting to work. And then they looking at me scooting up this hill, kicking the damn scooter because the battery stopped working. And I'm like, this is crazy, right? I'm like, why? I'm like, every time I get to that certain spot that I got fired from, the scooter stopped working. So check this out, because I'm not originally from San Diego, so I don't know the lines. So I realized that I take the train too far. I take it to the end stop, but I don't have to take it to the end stop. So now I get off a stop before, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, this saves me 3 blocks. I know damn well that now the scooter's battery will last from the train to my work, because I'm saving 3 blocks, right? My right-handed guy, tell me why it don't matter that I saved 3 blocks. That damn scooter still stops right by the job that I got fired from. It's freaking hilarious, dude. To the point where I just laugh. I'm like, so they still see me scooting? See me scooting? I'm like, that shit hilarious. And so it's I thought it had something to do with the distance. But it ain't got nothing to do with the distance. It got something to do with making sure that I get embarrassed every freaking morning. But I will say this. It's a reminder for me that I want to stay humble and just you know what I'm saying? To me, it's a reminder not to get fired again. So I can take that as a positive. But it's a very egotistical thing for God to do. And I'm talking about the God that they put in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only God that they gave us. It's extremely egotistical thing for God to do. It's to oppress his creation. What's up, Stan? I'm just being real, it's dang, if I had children, I would not be flexing on my children like this. Yeah, you want them to experience some pain and some suffering to grow, but I would not want them to feel desperation, hopelessness. Like I'm like, dang, like some days I be like, man, it ain't no hope, bro. Like for real. If I wasn't a strong person, y'all, I would have did so. I would have jumped off a bridge a long time ago if I wasn't strong. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and that's when I was talking to the young lady, because the young lady was like, man, she like, all my life I just had bad luck. She go, all my life I just been having bad luck. And I told her, I'm like, well, you know, maybe the second half of your life you would have nothing but good luck. And she was like, well, I doubt that. But it's so funny. Stan, bro, I was watching a video. I was literally just watching a video. It's so funny how the universe works. Because I was watching a video about Whack 100 and your name got brought up. We gotta work, because I gotta figure out why Whack, man, listen, bro. I don't like Whack 100, dog. I don't. I'm gonna be honest, Stan. I don't like Whack 100 because I feel like he a gatekeeper and he been blackballing you, bro. And he been blackballing you because of that girl he with. You still in the chat? Let me know if you still in the chat. You could have just been scrolling, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I don't know if you fuck this bitch. I don't know if his bitch wanted to fuck on you, but I think that's some suck ass shit, dog. To try to blackball another man because his girl was trying to fuck on you. Like that's lame as hell, dog. I ain't gonna lie, like, and Whack ass ain't right for that, bro. Like Whack ain't right for that, bro. And look, Whack was beating his meat in the damn car, bro. He was jacking off in the car. Even with the whole Whack, even like, look, listen, y'all, Whack 100 go through it, bro. Whack couldn't even beat his own meat, bro. Like, for real. Whack was oppressed, y'all. Whack was oppressed. He tried to beat his meat in the car, and somebody recorded him jacking off in the car and posted it all on social media. But just because Whack is being oppressed, don't mean he should be oppressing Stan, bro. Like, he literally blackballed Stan. He don't want nobody to work with Stan G, all because Stan was piping his girl. No, for real. I think Stan fucked this girl, bro. And he just feel like, and I don't like dudes like that. Dudes can be the biggest haters. Like, I don't like that. He like, well, why my girl want to fuck you? Like, dude, why you worried about who your girl wanted to fuck or who your girl didn't want to fuck? Like, that's your girl now. But he mad at Stan, bro. And I don't think that's right, bro. He tried to blackball Stan, bro. Stan can't even get no damn interviews. You know what I'm saying? Stan, they got blackballed from Clubhouse, all because Whack girl wanted to fuck on Stan G, dog. Point blank, period. But D-Rock, he did, bro. Like, I'm not like, I don't like what Whack doing to Stan because he oppressing Stan. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, Whack being oppressed, too. Nigga couldn't even jack his own dick in his own car, bro. Like, what type of world we live in where you can't roll your windows and beat your meat without it being all on social media? Whack couldn't even beat his meat, bro. All that man wanted to do, Whack probably had a hard-ass day. You know what I'm saying? Extorting people, bullying people, exposing people. Whack wanted to meet him up a transgender. Because that's what it was. Whack liked them. Listen, and it is what it is, bro. Like, at this point in 2026, like, if you into transgender women or, you know, chicks with dicks, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you into. Like, all Whack was trying to do was meet up with a chick with a dick, jack his dick off, get his nut off to the chick with the dick, and move on with his life. He beat his meat. He had all that white stuff on his hands, bro. For real. I mean, if that's what he want to do, Stacy, I'm not judging. I'm not judging him. I'm not judging that man for liking a transgender woman. He seen a transgender woman on his phone. He wanted to get off to that transgender woman. He nutted. He relieved himself in his car. Maybe he got off to that as long as he wasn't around no school. Like, if he wasn't around no school, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's his business. Hopefully his windows were tinted. Like, I'm just hoping he had tinted windows. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't have tinted windows, like, you bogus for jacking your dick off like that. But, like, all that man wanted to do was just beat his meat, get his nut off, and move on with his life. And he thought he just jacked his dick off, moved on with his life, but somebody recorded him jacking his dick off to a transgender woman, a chick with a dick. You know, they recorded that and they posted it all on social media. That is embarrassing, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it don't matter how bad a person, I still got compassion for somebody. Like, think about it, bro. Think about if you was in your room beating your meat and somebody busted in your room and took a picture of it and posted it all on social media. That'd be embarrassing, dog. That's what happened. That's what he did. But that still don't get whacked the right to sit there and oppress Stan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he was oppressed. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, speaking of dicks being out, man, I had the craziest dream yesterday. Bro, I had a dream that I'm like, alright, I had a dream that I was making a YouTube video. It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. Like, I'm not, like, here's the thing that's messed up, bro. It's messed up that man couldn't even beat his dick in his own car. He pays that car note. He paid his car note. He paid his insurance, bro. He couldn't even beat his meat in peace. He couldn't even beat his meat in private. Him beating his meat, it made YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. He got a new name. They call him Carjack Whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what? That's probably his karma for oppressing Stan, bro. Because he blackballed Stan, bro. Like, that's probably his karma. But speaking of dicks, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Man, I had a crazy dream yesterday. For real, man. I had a dream that I was making a YouTube video. I'm like, all right, I'm finna make this. I had just woke up in my dream, and I'm like, all right, I'm finna make this YouTube video. And then I made the YouTube video, and in my dream, someone was like, man, you need to, watch this video before you upload the video. And in my dream, I'm like, nah, I ain't finna watch this video. I'm just finna upload the video. I'm really dreaming about this. So I upload the video on YouTube in my dream, and then I go to my computer to watch it. And then as I'm watching the video, I realized that my dick was out, bro. And I'm like, I can't make this up. In my dream, I'm like, and then I was so embarrassed because, like, the video was going viral. You know what I'm saying? It was getting a lot of views. And then in my dream, I'm like, should I take the video down? It's getting a lot of views. I might as well keep the video up, right? For real. This one, I'm like, I might as well keep the video up. It's getting a lot of views anyway. But then in my dream, I'm like, man, you can't upload no video with your dick out. They gonna take your channel. So, like, I rushed to the computer to try to edit out the part where my dick was out, but I couldn't edit the part out. And I'm like, man. And then I started to think in my dream, like, man, they finna take my channel, bro, because you can't have your dick out on YouTube, bro. I'm like, for real. I'm like, and I really need my YouTube revenue. We'll be paying my car note. I'm like, man, the last thing I need is to get fired from YouTube. So, like, man, in my dream, bro, I just was like, man, bro, like, because, they took Lashina channel because I think Lashina had showed Big T. Big T, she had, like, porn bomb Big T. And she lost that channel for that. I'm like, man, they about to take my channel, both my channels, because I uploaded the video and I had my dick out. I'm like, I was embarrassed, bro. I was so embarrassed. I was so freaking embarrassed. I'm like, dang. First of all, I was embarrassed that my dick was out on YouTube, and then I was mad because I'm like, man, they're about to take my channel. I gotta start another channel. It was so many thoughts. But the crazy part of that dream was my dumbass just tried to go back because I'm like, well, it got a lot of views. So my dumbass went to the YouTube studio to try to see if I could just edit out the part. Because in my dream, it was like maybe 2 or 3 seconds, right? So I'm trying to edit out the part where my dick was out of the video, but I couldn't edit the part out, bro. It's oppression, bro. Even in your dreams, dog. Even in your dreams. The watchers will oppress you in your dreams, man. Bruh. Craziest dream. Then listen, I had a dream I had hair. And while I was dreaming, I knew that was a dream. I'm like, oh, this shit gotta be a dream. Because I'm like, I know damn well I ain't got no hair on the top of my head, bro. So, bro, that dream felt real, dog. That dream felt real. In some reality somewhere. Because, they say, like, we live in different realities. Multiverses. Somewhere in one of these universes, man, I had dropped a video on YouTube with my dick out, bro. It was embarrassing, man. It was embarrassing, bro. I woke up and I was so glad it was a dream, but I was still embarrassed because I'm like, man, I knew it could happen, bro. I'm like, Man, bro. Man. Fucking crazy, Chris. Those Giants messing with you. Bro, they do. They messing with us all, bro. They messing with us all. But the $1,000,000 question is, why would God allow these Giants to oppress us the way they oppress us, bro? Why can't we just live a non-oppressive life? Like, why does human beings, mankind, why do we have to be oppressed? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got oppressed at the T-Mobile store. That's just one oppression. Whack 100 got oppressed when his dick was out on social media. Stan G got oppressed because Whack 100 girl or side chick want him, so he getting blackballed. It's just too much oppression going on. Too much, bro. So, I don't know, man. This food for thought. You know what I'm saying? Something for y'all to think about. It's either those Giants or Dale messing with you. I hope Dale resting in peace right now. You know what? I don't think about Dale as much as I used to no more, and I think that's a good thing though. I was thinking about Dale yesterday because a big Dale came up with in the story of Whack 100, but that was another big Dale in Cali. But I don't be thinking about Dale as much, man. So hopefully he resting in peace. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I do be thinking about Dale a lot. Not as much, but Dale be crossing my mind a lot. You having a dream about having your hair on your head, yeah, that's a dream. You don't got no hair, Chris. Bruh, in that dream, bruh, that's so funny because out of all the dreams where I'm like, is this real? Is this fake? That dream, I knew it was a dream. I go, hell no, this gotta be a dream. I ain't got no hair on my damn head. I knew that, right where I knew that was a dream, bruh. You could not convince me that was reality. I'm like, oh, this is a dream. I'm like, cause I'm bald as hell. I ain't got no, that's why I ain't shaved or nothing. I'm like, hell no, that's a dream, bro. But that was a good dream. You know, I'm like, man, I had a hairliner. I was looking all good. I'm like, man, that's dope. You know, at least that wasn't like a nightmare. But yeah, but I knew that was a dream, bro. At least I had a good split-second dream. But I couldn't even enjoy, I couldn't even have let myself enjoy that dream. I should have just been like, yeah, I know it's a dream, but I'm just finna enjoy it while I can, bro. But that was a good dream, man. A dream of me having some hair on my head. For real. Hey, y'all think we should do more lives like this? Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been thinking about just going back live and kicking it with y'all. Like, I made $5 doing this. I don't even make $5 on a damn video nowadays on this channel. So I've been thinking about just going live and talking to y'all like this. You say, bro, I got it worse than that. I had a dream I was bald, bro. I have to look at the mirror. Bro, I literally woke up. Now, you know what? A part of me was hoping it wasn't a dream. It's so funny, Ray Ray, you admitted that you had to look in the mirror. Because I ain't going to lie, Ray Ray. You had to look in the mirror to see if you still had your hair. Because I seen you got long hair. So you looked in the mirror. You seen you had hair. You want to know something crazy, bro? A small part of me was hoping that it wasn't a dream, Ray Ray. So as soon as I woke up, I looked in the mirror and I checked the top of my head to see maybe I did, just maybe I have a little bit of hair. But hell no, Ray Ray. Hell no! I looked in the mirror and I was still bald. I was still bald. Okay, I looked in the mirror. You funny as hell. I know you ain't lying. You said you had a dream you was bald. You had to look in the mirror to check it. You thank God you had hair. Bro, I woke up the next day to try to see if I had some hair. No. Okay? It was confirmed. No. Stacy Galore said dreams and give your permission to envision a you that you choose to be. You know what? I like that. I like that. Dreams and give yourself permission to envision a you that you choose to be. And Stacey, you know what? You sound like my pops, man. My pops said that. My pops said, dream, no dreams, no big. Like, cause listen, you never know. I'm a dream with y'all on this social media. This channel can get so big. This channel can start generating so much revenue. Well, I can actually go buy me some hair. I can afford to buy some hair, bro. I can afford to buy some hair, Stacy. So you right. I got a dream. For real. I was looking at you know what? It's so funny because I was looking at homes today in San Diego and I'm like, man, I wonder how much money I need as a down payment on a home. And they was saying like, you know what I'm saying, a certain place was like anywhere from 40,000 to 80,000 on the down payment. And I'm like, you know what? You never know. I was dreaming about that. I'm like, cause some people be making 10,000 a month on YouTube. I'm like, man, you know what? I can start making so much on YouTube where eventually I can save up and get a down payment on a home. So I'm gonna start dreaming. For real. I'm gonna start dreaming. And you know what? Cause dreaming is fun. You know, all we got is these dreams. All we got, cause look, the reality is being oppressed by these invisible ass giants. So let's just start dreaming. You know what I'm saying? So listen, that dream gonna listen, Ray. One day I'm gonna get some hair, Ray. One day that dream gonna come true, Ray. Well, I'm gonna have some hair on the top of my head. So I'm gonna dream that dream, brother. Chris, no lie, I gotta see hair on your head, bruh. I got a picture. I'm gonna show you a picture. Well, like I had hair, man. I used to have them 360 waves, man, with the Chris lining, bro. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the flyest nigga around, bro. Got the little then I had the beard all lined up. But I'm telling you, I was getting all the hoes, man. All the hoes. Straight up. But you know what, I'm gonna tell you something. When I shave my head, I still get women. It's just, I do. You know what I'm saying? Plus I have been working out, so you know what I'm saying? Like it don't stop nothing. It probably do stop a little bit though. But not too much. But yeah, man, I got a dream, Ray. That dream, I'm gonna make that dream a reality, bro. A man can dream. A man can dream of one day having some hair on the top of his head, brother. For real. Hey, I just want to tell y'all this. I appreciate everybody who liked the live stream too. Cause I ain't even asked y'all to like it, so y'all must really like the live stream if I ain't tell y'all to like it and y'all liked it. And I'm gonna start going live, man. We still sober. I don't know how long I'm gonna be sober, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we still sober on the live streams. I might start back drinking again. I might not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I told myself was I don't want to drink because I'm stressed. Cause like this weekend, like say for instance, I was having such a hard time at the T-Mobile store. I was like, man, I want to drink, but I didn't want to drink because I was stressed. Like, if I want to drink, I want to drink because like I'm relaxed and I just want to drink. I don't want to be like I'm stressed, I need a drink. But it's like I be stressed a lot. So until I'm not stressed, I don't want to drink. You know what I'm saying? For real. So when I'm not stressed, then you know what I'm saying, I have a little drink. But until like, yeah, if that make any sense. Because I don't want it to be like something that I do as a stress reliever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to sip, chill, laugh, and kick back. You know what I'm saying? Drink. The Bible says drink and be merry. So I want to drink and be merry. I don't want to drink to forget about my problems. You know what I'm saying? And just forget about reality. So I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to get in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about it like, you know, when people party and then they're like, we finna have a shot. Let's celebrate. Like, I want to drink and celebrate, not drink and forget. You get what I'm saying? So this weekend, if I would have had a drink, it would have just been drinking to forget about all the bullshit. And I ain't want to. I'm just thinking like, I don't know if that make any sense, y'all. But like, if I drink, I want to be, cause back when I used to do ecstasy, I know y'all like, what? This threw me off. Back when I used to pop pills, I realized something when you pop pills. You know what I'm saying? They say like, whatever mood you was in when you pop the pills, it will magnify the mood. So if you was mad and you popped the pill and you was mad, you was going to be angry when you popped that pill. If you was happy when you popped that pill, then you'll be happy while you pop that pill. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's how I want to just look at it as far as like having a drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I want to be happy and have a drink, I don't want to be sad and have a drink. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do all that shit. Pills galore. Stacey, you still, if shout out to all the pill poppers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't pop pills no more. Cause my job don't allow me to pop them pills, y'all. Like I have a safety sensitive job, so I want to be responsible in society. But like when I used to pop them pills, man, it was fun. One time I popped a pill during Halloween, and everybody was like, they kept calling me Flavor Flav. They was like Flavor Flav, Flavor Flav, and I was up north in Chicago around a bunch of white people, and I was like, why all these white people calling me Flavor Flav? I'm like, why they smiling and calling me Flavor Flav? I'm not Flavor Flav. What's up, what's up, Lakeisha? Lakeisha. I'm like, I'm not Flavor Flav. They only saying that because I'm black. They being racist. I can't believe that. And then I went to the they kept saying, yeah, boy, yeah, boy. And then I went to the bathroom because I had to use the bathroom. And when I looked in the mirror, y'all, guess what? I was Flavor Flav for Halloween. I totally forgot. I was so high off that shit. I popped 2 Mollies and forgot that I dressed up as Flavor Flav for Halloween. And then I was high. And then when I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, this is why they keep calling me Flavor Flav. Because I am. Then I was like, because I am Flavor Flav. And I felt so stupid. I'm like, man, I felt bad because I'm thinking of all these white people being racist. But I was really Flavor Flav. Who would have thought? Like, who would have freaking thought? But the Molly made me forget that I was Flavor Flav, y'all. But then once I realized I was Flavor, kids say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. But once I realized I was Flavor Flav, I was having a good time. I embraced being Flavor Flav. I had the glasses, the hat, the clock, and then every time somebody was like, yeah, boy, you know what I say? Flavor Flav! So it all worked out. But I just had to look in the mirror and realize I was Flavor Flav, bro. But I literally forgot. That I was Flavor Flav, man. The funniest story of my life, y'all. And that I never would have been able to tell y'all that story if I did not pop those 2 Mollies. But I'm going to tell y'all, I popped the Mollies by accident. Like, and I know y'all might be like, how's it by accident? Because I'm telling you, kids, say no to drugs because it's very, very, very easy to do drugs. I was at a party and one of my white friends was like, hey, bro, take this. I was already drinking. He go, hey, Chris, take this. And he put it in my hand and I was like, okay. And I just took it because it just felt like the right thing to do. He was like, man, just take it. I'm like, all right, cool. I took it. And then like 10 minutes later, he was like, you know what you just took, bro? I'm like, what? He was like, you just took Molly. And I was like, I just took Molly? He was like, yeah, man, you just took 2 Mollies. And it's like, as soon as he told me that, y'all, I felt that Molly kicking in, bro. And I think I felt it kicking in because he told me that he gave me the Molly, bro. He was like, you just took Molly. And I was like, fuck. And after that, bro, it was one hell of a night. Then I went over to my girlfriend's house. I started tweaking. She was like, calm down, go to sleep. I went to sleep. And then I woke up. And then she started treating me like I was a drug addict, knowing damn well I never did the drugs before. Then her friends was making me feel like a drug addict. And then we invited the guy who gave me the Molly because we went to breakfast the next day. And they was like, why would you give him Molly? Why would you? My girlfriend was like, why would you give him Molly? And you want to know something crazy? I remembered this like it was yesterday. I don't know. We was at breakfast. I was coming down off the Molly. And I know Corey had took the Molly too. He took the Molly. But then like we was at breakfast and it was like 10 in the morning. And he took 2 more. The motherfucker took 2 more of the pills. I was like, shit. And that's when I realized that Corey probably had a pill popping problem. Cause who the fuck takes 2 Molly at 10 in the morning, y'all? Who does that shit? But he took 2 and he took 2 more Mollies. He took it, he just popped them in front of everybody like it was nothing. What exactly is Molly? Molly is like a higher form of ecstasy. So it's like ecstasy. It's in that realm of ecstasy and Molly. It's like a pill that makes you feel euphoric. MDHD. Oh, yes, it's a synthetic psychoactive drug that acts as a stimulant and as a hallucinogen. Yes, so that's what Molly is. It's MDMA. And I heard like that they make the Molly somewhere in South America in like some sort of like basement. But it's crazy. Like I took ecstasy once and I recorded a whole mixtape off ecstasy. For real, that mixtape I got on livemixtapes.com, I did that entire mixtape in one day off ecstasy, y'all. So drugs, but drugs are bad, y'all. So don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have dropped like 10 mixtapes off 10 pills of ecstasy. I thought it was when they put the pills in the syrup. I think some people do put Molly in their syrup. Because I know Kodak said he put Molly in his lean. So you can't put Molly in the lean. Or you can just pop the Molly. But I don't advise anybody pop the Molly, or I don't advise anybody doing the ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a strong proponent because I don't do drugs. So like, I don't want y'all to do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it might be fun the first time, but you don't want to get dependent on drugs. And if you do drugs, eventually you will get addicted to them drugs, y'all. So don't do, you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to do drugs. Even though I know y'all like hear me reminiscing on the times where I did the drugs, I don't suggest y'all do the drugs. You know what I'm saying? So say no to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing, y'all. Okay, let me not be like that, cause I'd be disingenuous. I ain't gonna tell y'all to say no to drugs, bro. I'm not gonna tell y'all to say no to drugs. What I will say is this: if you gonna do the drugs in moderation. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do drugs every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like crystal, I don't advise y'all doing like crystal meth. Like, I wouldn't tell y'all to do nothing I wouldn't do. Like, I wouldn't do crystal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not want y'all to do crystal. Ecstasy is worse, especially people stamped on it with meth, heroin, and fentanyl. You know what? That is true. But back when I was doing, cause I think I did that. I think I did ecstasy over 10 years ago. So like over 10 years ago, I know they was putting heroin in the ecstasy, but I don't think they were putting meth in the ecstasy 10 years ago. And I know definitely they wasn't putting fentanyl in the pills 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know they was putting heroin. I know they was putting heroin in them ecstasy pills. You know what I'm saying? So that I do know. I will say, so I wouldn't tell y'all to do nothing. Moderation turns into a habit eventually. Alright, I'll put it to you like this, right? Because I don't want to say don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done drugs. So like, and then I'm not anti-drug. This is what I will say. If you do ecstasy, right? Or if you do a Molly pill, or if you like snort a line of cocaine, I say do it. If you do it once and you really like it, I would say wait another 4 months to do it again. If that cause I think you have to really make it up in your mind, like, okay, I really like this cocaine and I could do this cocaine. I wouldn't do the cocaine every Friday. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do the cocaine once a month. You know what I'm saying? If you really like the cocaine, I'd say maybe do the cocaine once every 4 months. If they do coke, they definitely gonna do it again. Yeah, like because it's a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like Molly, if you pop the Molly and you had a good time with the Molly, I wouldn't pop the Molly every weekend, because every weekend gonna start to every day. But like, I probably pop a Molly like once every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do the drugs in moderation, bro. Like, even with the weed, like, I wouldn't smoke weed every day. I wouldn't smoke weed once a week. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna hit the weed, I hit the weed like once a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna do some syrup, man, just sip some lean once every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You got to really do that stuff in moderation, because if you don't, and you got to consciously do it in moderation, because you cannot think you more powerful than the drug. Like, one thing I would not tell y'all to smoke crystal. I do not advise y'all do crank. I don't advise y'all do speed. I don't advise y'all take them Adderall pills, and I don't advise that you smoke crack. Like, just smoking crack is never a good idea. Or like, I wouldn't advise that y'all put cocaine in y'all weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't. It's certain things I just would not advise y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't. If you're going to do drugs, make sure you do it in moderation. And I mean, like, literal moderation. Like I say, once every 4 months, once every 3 months. Like, don't be doing that shit once a week, or once every other week, or once a month. Like, cause that's too much drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it every now and then. Do it every once in the blue moon, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put it like for real. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna say no to drugs. Cause I ain't gonna even sit here, because I'd be lying to you all. Like, it'd be a disingenuous thing for me to tell y'all not to do drugs, because I've done drugs, and like, I've had a very good time doing drugs, y'all. Like, I have very good memories of drugs. Like, I know y'all, this might not be the best like YouTube thing for me to say. Young people was wired all day and every day. So like, I'd be a hypocrite. But just don't be doing drugs all the time, because I'm telling y'all, like, doing weed every day, it damn near destroyed my life. The giants are using drugs to oppress us. Bingo. Weed oppressed me, y'all. Like, that's why I had to quit smoking weed, because I literally felt oppressed smoking that weed every day, y'all. Like, I felt like it was a weight on my neck. For real. Drinking every day, getting drunk every day, I felt like it was a weight on my neck, bro. Like, that's why I stopped doing it, because I felt like I was being oppressed. The last time I bought a bottle of 1738, I was mad at the liquor store man, and the liquor store man knew I was mad at him. He gave me you know, you get the vibes like, why the fuck you mad at me for? I'm not making you buy this shit. But it's like, dude, you got a liquor store on the corner, like, and you know I want to drink. Shut this shit down. But you know, this how he make his money. He like, shit, I make my money off getting you drunk. I'm not dragging you out your house to go to the liquor store. So like, nowadays, the only time I go to the liquor store is to pay my light bill. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny, because like, they be like, you ready to drink yet? You gonna drink? I'm like, nah, man, I'm just gonna pay this light bill, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they use the drugs to oppress us. So I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I had some good times. You ain't lying. Yeah, bro. Like, I'll be a lot. Like, it's fun if you do it occasionally. You know what I'm saying? But if you doing it a lot, it's not fun. Like, it's fun until it stop being fun. Like, it's not fun when you need it. You should not need it to have a good time. You get what I'm saying? And then you got some drug addicts who be like, well, I don't need this to have a good time. But they still be doing it once a week. They still gotta snort a line and then go out, or smoke some weed to go out. But then they be lying to themselves about, why I don't need it. Well, if you don't need it, why you keep doing it? Because they need it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't supposed to need. Here's the thing, man. Like, I know I'm supposed to say you don't need nobody but God, but I don't know who God is, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So the only thing I'm gonna say is, you don't need nobody but yourself. Because technically, if we are part of God, then you know, that's all I'm saying. So you should not depend on nothing and nobody but yourself. How you doing, Colton? How you doing? So like, don't get dependent on no drugs, y'all. And the best way not to get dependent on drugs is not to even use them. I used to smoke weed all day by myself on the daily. I had to stop, bro. That shit got so depressing. I ain't gonna lie, like, y'all, I used to wake up all day, every day. All day, every day. And then I used to smoke that real good weed. Like that, I smoked the most powerful weed in the smoke shop. And that shit was expensive. Then I used to try to find the deals. Like, for real. I used to sign up for the coupons. And then that weed stopped getting me high. But I still felt high. Like, I'm about to be a senior in high school. Okay, the best thing I can tell you, if you never tried drugs, don't do them, especially because you were a senior in high school. So You being 17, 18, you might as well just stay clean for the rest of your life. Trust me, because you do not want drugs to take over your life. Because drugs, weed, and alcohol took over my life, y'all. It took over my life. Man, my light bill, my lights got cut off. All my food spoiled in the refrigerator. I got fired from my job. Man, it just really messed, like, weed and alcohol messed my life up, y'all. Like, drugs will take over your life. It's not worth it. So don't do the drugs, y'all. For real, like, don't do the drugs. Even if you like, don't do the drugs, bro. Cause I'm telling y'all from experience, like, weed damn near ruined my life. I was damn near, people like, how can you be homeless off that? Man, I damn near got homeless because I was smoking weed and drinking every day. And I'm gonna tell you, once I decided to stop, because I got tired of being high, bro. And I remember somebody told me, they was like, well, eventually you would get tired of it. And I was like, what do you mean eventually you would get tired of it? So eventually I got tired of it, and then I stopped. And then when I stopped, I got sick, like real life sick. I was throwing up, but I couldn't eat. So like I was throwing up, do not do drugs. I couldn't eat because I was withdrawing off the drugs. So I was throwing up the bitter stuff. You know, you got the flu and you ain't got nothing else to throw up. So you throw up that bitter stuff and it was burning my throat. Man, I was throwing that up. And then like I couldn't sleep at night because my stomach was hurting. And the only thing that'll stop me from feeling the stomach and my pain, I was throwing up bile. Cause I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So I'm like, what can I do to stop this pain? So I thought about like, well, what would my grandmother do? And I'm like, well, if my grandmother wanted me to get off drugs, she'll lock me in the basement and she wouldn't let me leave the house. And every time she heard me crying, she'll hose me down with cold water. So every time I was crying, I'll go in the shower and I'll take a cold shower, bro. A cold shower. And the water was so cold that it took my mind off of the pain. So I would just stay in a cold shower, then I'd be cool for like 30 minutes to an hour, then I'd go right back in the cold shower. So cold showers, and then I was praying. I'm talking mad stuff about God, but I was praying to God. I ain't gonna lie, I was praying to God to get off that stuff. 50 Cent and Jay-Z. That's a good question, Devin. So look, listen. Back then I would have said 50 Cent. Like when I was in high school, I would have said 50 Cent because I was a huge 50 Cent fan. And I truly do believe that Get Rich or Die Trying, as far as a classic album, I would say that could compete with Jay-Z's album Reasonable Doubt. I will sit here and say that 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying was a better album than Reasonable Doubt. But as far as a rapper, I gotta say Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z is the godfather of rap. Like, I say Big L, you know what I'm saying? Big L better than Jay-Z, but Jay-Z hands down, bro. Jay-Z the best rapper. And I can't believe I'm saying this in my older years, but Jay-Z. Oh, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, without a doubt. Allen Iverson was so cold, bro. They used to have referees cheat so he couldn't win. Allen Iverson, do you have any kids? You know what, bro? I don't have any kids, Colton. And I was talking to my brother about this. And you know what? I really do want kids, man. It might be too late. It might not be. But I really do want some kids. You know what? One thing I don't want to do is I don't want to bring kids in the world and I can barely afford to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. So, you know, if I start making a little money later on down the line, you know what I'm saying? Like, if some way, like, my channel start popping off and I start making the money that I know I deserve to make, and I gotta put in the work, I'll pop out a few kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I think children are beautiful. Like, I'll be it's so funny you mention kids. It's so funny you mention kids because I be on Twitter and then I'll be seeing like these videos of kids and they be like kissing their fathers and then they be like, "Oh, daddy, you're bald. Daddy, are you pregnant?" So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind having a child. You know what I'm saying? Watching a child grow And then like I be seeing the children laugh on that, like the little babies, like when they be laughing at their parents, they be like having the time of their life, like you know what I'm saying. So I don't have kids, but you know, God be willing, you know, if I'm established in my life sooner than later, man, I would love to have as many kids as I can afford, dog. You know what I'm saying? As many kids as I can take care of, I love to have some kids because kids are pure, they precious, they innocent, and I think it'd be cool to have a little boy or little girl that look just like me, and then follow me around and try to imitate me. So I think that's cool, man. Like, so no, I don't have kids, but if you got kids, like you know, appreciate your children, even though you might not have what you can give them. You know, they still a blessing. I just haven't had no children because I grew up. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I think my childhood was so like, not saying I had the worst childhood, but like I grew up very poor. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother couldn't get us what I thought we should have, and you know what I'm saying. So I never wanted to do that to a child. You know what I'm saying? Like if my child want to play baseball, I want to be able to afford to give my child baseball equipment. Or my daughter want to go into dance classes, I want to be able to give my daughter the equipment to be able to be a dancer. Or my son want to play hockey, I want to be able to give him the chance and the equipment to be like a hockey player. Or my child want to go to college, I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, set him up some money to go to college with, if that make any sense. So I want to make sure that if I have a kid, because life is already hard, so I want to make sure that I can put that child in the best possible position to win that life. You get what I'm saying? Chappelle or Bernie Mac? You know what? I am a Chicago guy, and I love Bernie Mac, but I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say Chappelle. David Chappelle to me is one of the GOATs. That Chappelle show is one of the best comedies, is one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say Chappelle show. I have one kid by my ex-husband, and I don't get to see him. How you listen, Colton? I thought you was in high school. See, y'all gotta stop with this. If y'all gonna troll, make it make sense. So you started off in high school, but now you got one kid by your ex-husband, and you don't get to see him. How? Listen. What did you do as a mother? Because you say you got a kid by your ex. You say I have one kid by my ex-husband, and I don't get to see him. So Colton, you are a lady. What did you do as a woman that the state decided that you can't be around your children? Because typically the state sides with the woman. What did you do as a mother? I want to know that. What did you do as a mother that the state said you can't be around your kids? So you a man. So okay, you all right, now you trolling me. So who gave birth to the child? And that's all right, man. I ain't finna go there. Dr. Dre, NWA, Ghetto Boys, Wu-Tang Clan, Naughty by Nature. That's a good list. I was watching a video about Tupac, and they were saying how Tupac was a cap ass rapper on YouTube. And I was like, I ain't like that they said that Pac was a cap ass rapper, but they was making a lot of sense. They were like, he wasn't really a thug. He was a feminine man. He was an actor. He really wasn't about that life. Pac was cosplaying a gangster, and that's why he got shot. Then they were saying how like Pac joined the blood gang at 24, and what 25-year-old man decides to be a blood. My ex-husband gave birth to him. Can't no man give birth to no. Come on, Colton. Your ex-husband did not give birth to no damn child. How did your ex-husband got a vagina? How did your ex-husband? You want me to go? You a moderator? You do as you will, bro. Do as you will. I'm not finna tell you what to do and what not to do. It's you gotta rest for a reason. You gotta rest for a reason. But you trolling me now. Pac or Pop? Pac or Pop? Listen, Pop Smoke. I gotta go with Tupac, bro. I mean, cause come on, Pop Smoke not even. Come on now, Pop Smoke, bro. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, but you can't put Pop Smoke as one of the greatest rappers to ever grace a mic. And you know, Pop Pop low key was a cap ass rapper too. Thank you. Hey, shout out to my moderator. No, I agree. I didn't know who you were talking about. Oh, Tupac. I was watching a video documentary on Tupac, and they were saying how Tupac was a cap rapper. They was like he was a ballet dancer, and then they was saying how like he probably fucked Quincy Jones, and then they was saying like how they was saying how Pac probably sucked the dick. I mean, they alluded. They said he got sucked. They said he probably sucked the dick to get into the industry. They was saying like he got raped in jail. They were saying a lot of stuff about Pac, and I ain't gonna lie, like it made me mad that they were saying this stuff about Tupac because like I love Tupac, right? I'm like Tupac was a thug ass nigga. He was a real ass nigga. He shot some cops. He was pro black, but then they were saying how Pac saying he didn't sell his soul, and then on the other end they say he did sell his soul. Stacy say Tupac saying kind of fruity in that video when he was 17. That's the video they pointed out, and then they were saying how they were saying they showed a picture of Tupac in the shower. Tupac was naked in the shower and he had his ass poked out. And I'm like, wait, what? He had his ass popped like he popped that ass in the shower. And they was like, well, he was going through a modeling phase. And that was like after he got out of jail and they was saying he got raped. But yeah, they got a picture of Pac popping his ass, man. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Pac was a make-believe thug. He wasn't about that life if he was role playing for the money. And Jalen, that's what they were saying, bro. And it broke my heart because I grew up thinking Pac was just a real ass thug ass nigga. His mother was a Panther. He joined Death Row. He was Mob Piru. But then like now that I'm an adult and they was breaking it down, they was like, what nigga from Baltimore that grew up in the Bay comes to California, joins Death Row Records, and then joins a blood gang afterwards. And I'm like, man, that make a lot of sense. Like, you know, Pac wasn't a real nigga, y'all. Like, Pac was just cosplaying a real nigga. Which I ain't gonna lie, you all, it's actually a relief. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna tell y'all what I want to start doing. Because there's 6 people on here. I know y'all rock with me. I want to start putting on a performance on YouTube. Like, I want to act. So if Pac can pretend to be a real ass nigga, I could pretend to be anything I want to on social media. And I think this is what people was trying to tell me when I first started. Like, I could listen, if I want to pretend, if I want to get on here and pretend to be a gangbanging ass thug, I can. Because like I've seen it all my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what a lot of actors be doing to get their money. Like, they just be putting on the facade in the front and they be acting to entertain people. And it's crazy because Tupac was acting. However, the streets love Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these guys be acting. Like, all these bloggers be acting, y'all. Like, ain't nobody who they really say they is. Like, I'm the only dumbass who be like, now you, Stacy, now you get what I'm saying. I want to get on here and I want to hone my acting skills. Because it is an art to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to get on here and be entertaining, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody acts. I was watching IShowSpeed live stream today, and I noticed, I'm like, man, he just acting. But you know, like, when you get in that character, you got to really get in that character. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. My next live stream, I'm going to do that, y'all. It's 5 people on here, so I know there's 5 people really rock with me. Then my next live stream, I'm a practice on being an actor. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, I would love to get into movies. Like, I love to star in a TV show, to do an acting role. Pac was a dancer before a rapper. Yeah, he was a dancer. He went to Juilliard. He was a ballet, and he from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So like, he was an actor. Like, so I want to learn. I'm gonna start acting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be whatever y'all want me to be. If y'all want me to be a gang banging ass nigga on here, I'm gonna be a gang banging ass nigga on here. If y'all want me to be a revolutionary pro black person, I'm gonna be a revolutionary pro black person. I'm like Eminem say, I am whatever y'all say I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna really hone in on my acting ability. I'm gonna like take some YouTube acting classes. He was a dancer for Digital Underground. Hey, so check this out. The dude who made the video about Pac, he said that because he was a dancer for Digital Underground, and they had showed a picture of Pac with like with a bikini on, with no shirt, with his pubic hairs poking out of the bikini, and he was saying how he don't want to believe that Tupac got fucked to get in the industry, but he said he had met Shock G, the person who gave Tupac his in the industry, and the dude who made the video was saying like Shock G was trying to fuck. I'm like, what? He was saying, yeah, he was saying Shock G was kind of like, Shock G was trying to fuck, bro. And I'm like, man, so like it made me really look at this a lot. Like, it made me look at it a lot different. Even like, cause here's the thing, bro, like, you got the people like Amy Winehouse. You got the people like DMX who wasn't acting. But they wasn't acting and they were a fucking train wreck. Like, I don't want to be no train wreck. I'd rather pretend to be a train wreck. You don't want to really be a train wreck. Like, for real. I want to be able to turn this off and then live a normal life. So, you know what I'm saying? I could pretend to be a crash out, but I don't want to be a real crash out, y'all. For real. Because being a real crash out is not going to pay the bills. But if you're pretending and acting to be a crash out and the people are entertained by that shit, then you know the sky's the limit. Pac was a boy toy. Listen, you from B-More, so you know. And I gotta accept the fact that Pac was a boy toy. Pac fucked Quincy Jones. You know what I'm saying? And they say, listen, somebody was saying how Pac and Diddy was cool back in the day. And I think Gene, they said that they thought Pac and Diddy was boyfriend and boyfriend. And I'm like, dang, bro. They say the only reason why Pac turned into this thug life, you know what I'm saying, this street hood ass nigga, because that was the trend in hip hop. So he portrayed that image because he wanted to make some money. And when I was watching the video, I'm like, man, I can't believe this shit. I can't believe Pac fucked Quincy Jones, bro. I couldn't believe it. But the evidence, how could I not believe it when he presented the evidence like, yeah, man, Pac was over there fucking everybody. He said Pac sucked the dick, bro. And I'm like, dang. Now listen, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Who don't want to be rich? Who don't want to be famous? But I can't suck. I won't. Not saying can't. I won't. I will not suck no dick to get famous, bro. Like nor will I get fucked in my ass. Being a crash out got duck smoke. That exactly. Being a crash out got duck smoke. Being a crash out, it got Von whacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got their ass whacked, bro. And it's crazy because, like, you know, those are people who I love watching. But, man, I know people want me to really crash out and either smoke somebody or get smoked. But it is not worth it. It's not. Ain't nothing worth my freedom, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there is nothing worth my life because I want to live my life. Ain't nothing worth sitting in the box for 40 years. And ain't nothing worth like my asshole. Like, you know, you gotta have some sort of boundaries, bro, because it's like, all right, if I get locked up because I crashed out, it's a possibility that I can go to jail and get fucked in my ass in jail. You know what I'm saying? And listen, y'all, like, I'm not the strongest dude. I'm not the weakest dude. I'm not the strongest dude. Like, dudes be getting fucked in their ass in jail, bro. And I do not want to get poked in my ass, y'all. Like, that is like a fear of mine is to be over. Y'all dead ass serious. That's a fear of mine, to get overpowered by another man and get bent over and then just get rammed. That's why I don't be committing no crimes. Because I do not want to go to prison. For real, I do not want to go to prison. You think Dirk ever getting out? And the only way Dirk getting out is if that Illuminati shit real. I'm dead ass serious. If Dirk if that Illuminati Freemason stuff real, and Dirk done signed up for that, then Dirk gonna get out. But if it's not real, Dirk is not getting out. But it looked like he getting out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like he getting out. It looked like he getting out because all that evidence that they said they was finna charge him with, the judge like, nah, we gonna throw that out. And I'm like, wait, you throwing that out? Yeah, we ain't gonna use that. I'm like, shit. So he might be getting out. And go back and look at my video. If y'all believe I'm just jumping on this bandwagon, I told y'all this last year. I think Didi gonna take the brunt of the prison sentence. So yeah, I don't think Dirk. I think Dirk got a good chance of getting out. if he sold his soul. If you can sell your soul, if he signed up for that Freemason stuff, if it's real, bro. But if he don't get out, y'all, then I don't believe it's real. I know that this I'm a really see if this Freemason shit real. If Dirk get out, that Freemason shit real. If he don't get out, it's cap, bro. It's cap. Cause Dirk got I stand on that. Pac took his character from Juice and ran with it in real life and got a following. Everybody saying that, bro. Everybody saying Pac turned a Bishop from Juice. But Pac even said, he say, addressing the mass public, my attitude is fuck it because motherfuckers love it. Pac really became that character. He really did. And I ain't gonna lie you all, like, listen. And I gotta get to this point in my life, bro, where you enjoy being a bad guy. Cause I noticed Pac started to become the bad guy and he enjoyed being a bad guy. You gotta enjoy be like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Even like me being on live, not wanting to say certain shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta embrace being the bad guy. Chris, you have said a lot of stuff over the years that all came true. I ain't gonna lie. I think Dirk coming home because I think Dirk is a high-ranking Mason. I told people, man, I be telling people shit and they really don't believe me. Me and Dirk had a few interactions with one another. And Dirk kind of gave me this look like, nigga, don't worry about me. And I know y'all might think I'm crazy, but I made a lot of videos like, Dirk, you in trouble. Dirk, Dirk low-key sent me like, nigga, don't worry about me. Like, I'm telling y'all, that look he sent me. And I'm telling, listen, I know niggas might be thinking I'm crazy, but it was once upon a time where I was like heavily invested in the Chicago drill culture, and my videos was getting out, and this was like 3 a.m, bro, and I'm fucked up. This like 3 a.m, I'm fucked up. It was like 3, 4 a.m, y'all. I'm fucked up, right? I've been drinking, smoking, and then somebody had popped up on IG Live. And I don't know why I decided to click on that live, you all. I swear. I don't know why. Because I don't be on people's lives like that. I popped on a live. And Dirk was on a live. And listen, y'all. It was literally like 7 people on this live stream. And I ain't going to tell y'all who live you was on. Nobody know how invested you were. Nobody know this. So it sound like when I say the look he gave me, it sound like I'm talking like, oh, this nigga, you a fan. I promise y'all, I'm a fan of the music, but not like that. It was 7 people on this live stream. And it was the dude he was on live. The dude live he was on, he only had 7 people on the live. Dirk popped on that live like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. When I catch you, I'm going to pop your ass. He was talking cash, money, shit about this dude. And I don't think Dirk realized I was on that live. And Dirk was being so vile to this person. So disgusting to this person. I'm like, Dirk, what the fuck are you doing? Are you fried? That's what I said. Because listen, I was fried. So like, it was late at night. I knew that nigga was fried. I'm like, are you fucking high? Because I couldn't believe that he was saying this shit to this dude on his live. And as soon as I said it, he got off that live. Because he was like, shit. I guess he was like, damn, you right, I'm fucking fried. Y'all, he was saying some crazy shit on that live. But then I made a video. I had made a video, right? Because Dirk had dropped that album, Finally Healed, or Almost Healed or some shit. And I made a video, and I was like, man. Because this was the time I was on my Fuck Dirk campaign. Back in the day, y'all, I was really on that Fuck Dirk. I was really on my Fuck Dirk shit. To the point where Dirk had made a song saying I would lick some shots at one of you out blogs, but y'all would probably televise it. He was throwing a lot of slick shots at me in the music. That was one slick shot he threw at me in the music. The other slick shot he threw at me in the music was like, choke who? Choke Smirk? Nah, never. That's a no-no. Because I had interviewed somebody, and somebody told me, like, Dirk got choked up. And that shit never hit the internet before, and it went overly viral. Like 30,000 people seen it. A couple months later, he dropped a song with Gucci Mane, Choke Smirk. That's a no-no. And I never heard the song. I promise y'all, somebody was like, hey Chris, Dirk kind of dissed you in the song. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they let me hear the song, and I'm like, that's not a diss. They was like, yes, it is. I'm like, how is that a diss? They was like, because you're the person that exposed the fact that he got choked. And I'm like, I thought everybody knew that. He was like, no, you brought it to the internet first, and it went mainstream. I'm like, oh shit. Keep in mind, y'all, I was following before Dirk Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was following the shit before we blue type deal. So like, and I was so busy making my own blog, I wasn't paying attention to Dirk unless it was a fuck Dirk video, right? So that was a diss, and then he said he'll probably up his Glock on the op blog, but they'll probably televise it. And not to mention when he came down here to Quando Rondo, he flew down to San Diego, and the airport was right around my house, y'all. And Dirk let me knew he knew where I worked through a bitch. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can tell y'all this. I never went to the cops about it, but you know what I'm saying. Dirk was on some other shit. So Dirk dropped the album. What's up? What's up? And I know y'all like, Chris, you delusional. I promise you I'm not delusional. Because of this shit, no, I didn't. Somebody else brought this to my attention, and then I started paying attention. A lot of y'all favorite rappers was doing a lot of fucking sneak dissing. So, I had Dirk drop the album. It was called Almost Healed or Finally Healed. And I really enjoyed that album. Like, that's one of my favorite albums, y'all. Like, one thing about me, even though I was on the Fuck Dirk campaign, like, he dropped that album, I'm like, that's a cool album. So I said something. I was like, man, Dirk got the best ad libs, because Dirk had some dope ass ad libs on that album, which he did. And I think one of the ad libs, cause Dirk got two cold ad libs that I fuck with. That man what? And then that come here. And I dropped the video. I'm like, man, Dirk got some cold ad libs. And I was like, man, his best ad libs is, man, what? Come here. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that shit when that nigga be like, come here, that shit turned me up, bro. That shit made me want to go on the mid. That shit made me want to grab a pistol and go kill somebody. And I know y'all might be like, what? Yes, that made me want to do a drill. That come here. I'm like, shit. So I dropped the video, and y'all, the video ain't do nothing but probably like 800 views. I went back on Instagram like 10 minutes later, and Dirk dropped 2 stories on that damn Instagram. One of them was, man, what? And then the other one was, come here. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. So like, I know the shit is weird, y'all. I know it sound weird, but Dirk, them niggas was following they was following my page. Plus the bitch me and Dirk was talking to the same bitch, and Shorty said she was around them because she was following me on Instagram. And then they grabbed her phone because they were trying to figure out what she was looking at. So she told me the story. She go, yeah, I was on your Instagram page, and they grabbed my phone to see who I was following. And then I guess the one of Dirk guys was like, you don't even know who this is. You don't even know who you following, do you? She said they started grilling her because she was following me. Like, they got mad about it type deals. Not to me. Oh yeah, I forgot the walkthroughs. The walkthroughs went overly viral, y'all. Like, a lot of shit was going on around that time. So Dirk ass, y'all, he posted an Instagram story. I had dropped the video, and I'm like, man, your ass is done, bro. Like, for real. Because it was a lot. I seen this coming, is what y'all don't understand. I'm like, man, your ass finished. Because I seen it. Y'all didn't see it, but I seen it because when I follow something, when I'm heavily invested in it, like, I put my all in this shit. So I knew Dirk was going to jail. I'm like, yo ass done, bro. Dirk dropped a story, and I forgot what he said, but it was kind of like, don't worry about me, I'm straight. I was like, wait, what? That nigga let me know, anything they throw at me, I will beat it. So I got a feeling that nigga gonna beat this, and I think he's gonna beat it because he's a high-ranking Mason. I think he really with that Illuminati shit. Not to mention, I went to the crime scene, bro. They did this shit right by a Jewish elementary school, dog. And I know that might not mean like nothing to you all, but the area they did it, y'all, they was not supposed to commit that crime right there. I think they had permission to do that, bro, by his boss. So Dirk gonna beat that shit, bro. I really think Dirk gonna beat them charges. I think Diddy going to jail, but I think Dirk gonna beat it. Because he's a high ranking, Dirk is a very high ranking Mason. A high ranking Mason. And look, y'all, they was trying to get me to join up for that shit. I know y'all might not believe me, but they was trying to get me to join up to all from all that secret society shit. And I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, y'all. Like, I'm not, at this point in my life, y'all, I'm not saying it's a good thing to do it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do it. I'm humble enough to let y'all know I don't even know no more. Because it's a lot of shit. The world, I look at the world totally different now. But I think Dirk, I think he gonna beat it. I think they just locked him up because he was gonna overdose. So I think they literally just threw him in jail so he can sober up, bro. I think he gonna be out of jail very soon. But that's what I think, y'all. I think Dirk gonna beat these charges, and it's gonna shock the world. But it ain't gonna shock me, cause I know what's going on. That nigga Dirk is highly connected with powerful people, man. Yeah. Take it how y'all want to take it, man. But I don't think he on a whole nother level when it comes to stuff like that. But what y'all think? Y'all think he gonna beat it? Man, I forgot them walkthrough days, man. I be forgetting them walkthrough days. But y'all don't let me forget the walkthrough days. I had dropped a video, Demon Murder. It was a political video. And somebody under my political video was like, no, it wasn't. It was about Nolan Wells. And somebody under the Nolan Wells video was like, man, I remember when you used to do the walkthroughs. I'm like, I thought it was a totally different audience. They like, keep going, man. I'm supporting you still. I'm like, shit. So, I don't know, man. I don't think I got no choice. You know how, like, you think you got choices in life? I don't think I got no choice. I was looking up some on Google, and according to Google, like, I'm an influencer, you all. I didn't think I was an influencer because I didn't have 100,000 subscribers. But according to Google, with like my combined following, I am a social media influencer. So I gotta keep influencing the world, bro. That's what it is, man. But I ain't gonna, what y'all on, man? We closing in on this 2-hour mark. I ain't gonna front. I had a good time talking my shit to y'all. I forgot how much I love going live. I'm gonna have to look up some topics, see what's going on in the world. I actually might go back live tonight and work on, like, entertaining. Cause yeah, this live was entertaining, y'all, but I feel like it could be a lot more. You all can, like, I can be a lot more entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I want to really perfect this craft, y'all. Like, really, really perfect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you all to be more engaged. I want you all to be commenting, all that shit. Dirk been locked up on a long time already. What happened to a speedy trial? They violated his constitutional rights. You know what I'm saying? I think Dirk gonna get out, bro, with time served. And Brother Hassan said he gonna get out, but Brother Hassan said we cannot say free Dirk. Brother Hassan say fuck Dirk, don't say free him. Brother Hassan, in so many words, say fuck that nigga. He say fuck Smirk, Smirk killed Von. Now, y'all can take that how y'all want to take it, but Brother Hassan say Dirk killed Von, bro. He say Dirk sacrificed that nigga to the devil, sacrificed him for fame, and he said he did not get back for Von, bro. This is what Brother Hassan said. He say, do not say free Dirk and rest in peace Von in the same sense. He say, fuck him. On phone number. Yay, that's the only way I think he beats it, because he's in a cult. He definitely in a cult, bro. Brother Hassan said he a damn rat. Listen, you want to know why Brother Hassan said he a rat? Because listen, Dirk tried to, and this, I ain't gonna lie, man. I might be murdered for saying this shit, but fuck it, like Pac said, I bring the real, be a legend, breathing the dead. Low key, y'all, I think Brother Hassan was involved in a murder plot of Lil Pab. And I think when Dirk got locked up, because I read something in the paperwork, Dirk was like, it wasn't me, Unc did it. It wasn't me, Unc did it. Listen, Brother Hassan read that shit. He said Unc did it. This is what came out of Dirk's mouth. And they was like, who the fuck is Unc? And I think Dirk stopped talking. Man, I think Brother Hassan helped set up that damn murder play, bro. I don't think Vonnie that smart, bro. I think Brother Hassan helped their ass with it. Because, listen, one thing I know is Brother Hassan loves Von, bro. And I think Brother Hassan wanted that get back. I'm telling y'all, I really believe that. And I'm going to tell y'all something. You know, I'm gonna tell you. One day I did a live stream, and you know, sometimes when I get in my zone, y'all, I really forget. I get out of my body. Like Von say, you heard what Von said. I get out of my body. I got bodies. I got out my body one live stream, and I told niggas exactly how the fuck I felt about the King Von situation, the Lil Durk situation, the Brother Hassan situation, the OTF Party situation. I just let my nuts hang. I forgot. And listen, y'all, I went off on that live so motherfucking bad. I forgot what I said. I got a call from Brother Hassan, and he said, "You know what, Chris?" I said, "What's up?" He said, "Everything you said on that live was 100% true." And the way he said it, and the way Brother Hassan said that shit, he wasn't happy that it was true. He was more so like, "And you better shut your motherfucking mouth. And I better not ever hear you talk like that again." I said, "Shit." The live was so long ago, I forgot what I said. He said, "Everything you said on that live was true." I'm like, everything. Fuck. Fuck. It's one thing to think. This is what I think happened. But if you tell people what you think happened, and then somebody call you and say, "Yeah, it's all true," I'm like, shit. This motherfucker's a stone cold killer. This man is a heartless killer. Yeah, y'all. I believe you say you believe Hassan set up everything. I believe he set up that play. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't think Durk. This one thing I don't believe. I don't think that Durk sacrificed Von to the Illuminati. It's a possibility that I think if Von got sacrificed by the Illuminati, that he was gonna get sacrificed and there wasn't nothing Durk can do. But one thing I do believe is I think Brother Hassan set that shit up in some kind of way. He wiggled out of that. I don't know how he wiggled out of it, but he's not charged for none of that stuff. And I think maybe because he don't do drugs. I think the reason why Durk and them got locked up is because they was on drugs. But yeah, man, I think because if you think about it, if you look at Von's interview on $1 million worth of game, he wasn't with Durk. He wasn't with what's that dude name? Didi. He wasn't with none of like OTF. Von was with his people. He was with Vondi, he was with Brother Hassan, and he was with a couple of people from O Block. I think Brother Hassan set that play up because he wanted revenge for what they did to Von. And I think Brother Hassan got his revenge, and now I think he went back to being a Muslim, bro. But yeah, I think Brother Hassan. I mean, because at the end of the day, he can't get charged now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the case is starting. But I think he quarterbacked that shit. Because Vonnie ain't no street dude. And I think Brother Hassan was telling Vonnie what to do. Like, it's just what I believe, man. Because they had to get, listen, y'all, sometimes when stuff like that happen, some people just really want their revenge. Like, I know how it go. Like, I just went, if somebody takes something from you that you love and you care about, you gonna want that revenge. You ain't gonna be able to rest until, like, okay, you spilled my nephew blood, now I gotta spill your blood. And I think, blood got spilled on both ends, and I think, Brother Hassan happy with that. That's just what I think, bro. But yeah, I think he set it up. But I think Durk gonna walk. Man. But what y'all on, man? I got to get back to making my second meal. I got to freeze up this lasagna, then I got to make this shepherd's pie. But if y'all want to go, I do want to go back live. And if we go back live tonight, because I ain't got nothing else going on right now. I ain't dropping no videos. You know what I'm saying? I'll think of a topic to talk about and we'll stay on that topic. Because this was a random live. But it was a fun live. Salute to Stacy for the $10 donations, the $10 super chats. You the real MVP. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody who commented under this joint. I didn't think I was gonna be on live this long, but y'all fun to talk to, interact with. You know what I'm saying? I would say free Durk, but I can't say free Durk because Brother Hassan not having it. So I guess we gotta say fuck Durk. Like, I don't know. I get what it is, man. He say, do not say free Durk. Next live, talk about aliens. Y'all love when I talk about these aliens. We'll talk about aliens. We'll talk about aliens, man. We'll talk about aliens, demons. Chris, I'm back. My bad. No, you good, family. You good. You good. I know you got things to do, places to be, people to see, man. So it's all love, brother. You know I appreciate you popping on the live. And look, you left and you still number 3. So you good. All right, we'll talk about some aliens, man. We'll talk about some aliens next live. You know what I'm saying? Cause listen, bro. Everybody, listen. Cause you know we got a dream. I want a dream, so I gotta tell y'all my dream, y'all. My dream is to not be on social media. Like I don't want to chase no stories, bro. Like I do not want to chase no stories. That nigga Speed had 100,000 people on his live stream. He was just playing video games. It wasn't no trending topics. It wasn't none of that. It was just all him, bro. So like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do this just being me, bro. Or just entertaining y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to, oh, it's a hot topic, so let's go live about it. Nah, bro. I want us to just be, I want us to vibe, bro, how we vibe. So if y'all want to talk about the aliens, we can talk about the aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can. And I'll talk to y'all how I think aliens be making people gay. We'll talk about that. And listen, I'm not against nobody being gay. I'm not. But I do think aliens I think aliens abduct people. And when they abduct people, they turn them bisexual. Because they be playing in their ass. And I think aliens abduct humans and have humans, like, make humans have sex with them. For real. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't want to fuck no alien, bro. And I'm being dead ass serious because I heard they smell bad. But I think they be like, cause I think they be trying to have alien human hybrids. I miss Ava being on Speed Live. Ava was Mr. Lives, Chris. Man, I miss y'all too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I miss the community that we have. And listen, y'all, I just want to tell y'all this, like, for real. And I mean this. I apologize for getting ghost on y'all and not being live and not interacting and not communicating with you all like I was. I just want you all to know, like, I know it's been like 6 or 7 months, but I really did need that time to focus on myself. I needed to get clean. Like, for real, like, I'm serious. I just needed that time to get clean, to get focused, and I needed to focus on myself. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to apologize to you all if I made you all feel like I abandoned the crew, like I abandoned the family, I abandoned the team. Like, it wasn't that. I just wanted to get I needed to get my shit in order. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to know that it's all love. It's always been love, and it's always gonna be love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tommy. Typically Tommy had been here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tommy. Hopefully we'll see Tommy on one of these lives soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mama K. You know, shout out to everybody who ain't up here. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know, like, it was never personal. You know, it was just me, you know what I'm saying, fighting my own demons. And I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get a hold of my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. Shout out to Stacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Stacy, I don't care if you like a transgender woman, a transgender man, like, I appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? Your sexuality, you know what I'm saying? It don't bother me. It ain't got, you know, whatever make you happy, whatever you love to do, if that's what you love to do, that's what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to discriminate on my live, well, no matter of your race, your creed, your sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't hurting nobody, and you know what I'm saying, and you ain't hurting yourself, I respect all y'all, man, for real. I don't care what your religion is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about none of that, bro. Like, as long as you treating people right, you know, and ain't hurting nobody, like, we all good over here, bro. And I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I know people be like, you shouldn't let Stacey on your live. She's a transgender woman. So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't bother me, and it shouldn't bother y'all. Or I know y'all be like, you shouldn't be friends with Demon Murder. Look at his name. His name Demon Murder. He like when people kill people. So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my homie, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people be listen, y'all. People be jealous, bro. Like even Ray Ray, you shouldn't be cool with Ray Ray. Ray Ray got 13 kids and he got red dreads. And he took his cousin baby mama. So what, bro? That's my homie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in this world perfect. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not perfect at all. You know, and we all got stuff that we all got imperfections and we all got perfections. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a selfish motherfucker, y'all. Like, and you know, like I be treating people bad that don't deserve to be treated bad, bro. So I'm selfish and self-centered. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta stop being like that. But, you know, maybe I don't gotta stop being like that. It's just a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just who I am. So like, man, I'm just I want to accept y'all for who y'all is, and you know, just accept me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm coming with that, man. Like for real. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, we all good over here. But you know, like Ray Ray, you took your cousin baby mama, bro. It's all good. Like I'm pretty sure you had good reasons for taking your girl, your cousin baby mama. Maybe he wasn't treating her right. It ain't our business. You still my homie, bro. And I know you got shot at a few times. But whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all love over here, y'all. Like, and I want it to be like that. But I ain't gonna lie, like, Chris, you know that's funny. You still remember that. Yeah, I remember that because y'all my people, bro. Y'all my people. And listen, I do miss, look, I be looking at Speed lives. I be looking at his past lives and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like, I want to be on that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I get a girlfriend, shit, if she be on my lives and y'all get to know her, that's cool too. Like, we'll start doing all that, playing games and just being like, just having a community, because that's what it's about. It's about having a community. You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all, man, we all good over here. It's all love over here. Like, fuck everybody else, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's us against everybody, bro. It's us against the world, y'all. Us against the world. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. For real, like, man, I really humbly appreciate it. I appreciate it so much I don't even want to get off live. So, yeah, man, I still remember that, bro. And I think that's the first time, Chris. Look, Chris, I'm just gonna stay here to hear that's it. You good, man? I remember the first time you told me that, man. I couldn't believe that. You said your cousin was hating on you because you had red dreads and took his baby mama. I said, dang, man. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro. But yeah, man, I'm going to charge this phone. I'm going to catch y'all a little later. I'm going to try my best to get on. I'm going to try my best to make this meal, charge this phone, and get back on live a little bit later tonight. Because why not, man? I might as well just kick this shit back up how I was kicking it back up. Because we used to, listen, in the prime of me live streaming, y'all, it'd be days I go live 3 times a day, 2.5 hours a pop. We'll be going live 7 hours sometimes. So I might as well get back to it. Y'all cool to be around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cool to kick it with. So I appreciate you all on the live stream with me. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Keep that notification bell on. You know what I'm saying? Because we going to be live again. All right? So y'all, you know, get y'all some food. Take y'all a nap. Do what y'all got to do. And get ready for tonight's live. I love y'all. I mean that. I'm out.